You know, I'm so pissed off. I swear it. Why did I spend all this money if the books weren't going to get here in time? I ordered this whole set of books from Amazon, and Amazon is usually lickety splickety lickety splickety. Not this week. So we're picture again. I'm so ticked off. I think this next one is supposed to arrive tomorrow. Keep your fingers crossed. But anyways, welcome to the DW's book series. I'm Christina K-O-S-T-I-N-A. This is where we read books, talk about books, no special effects, no demons, none of that fancy stuff going on there. And technically, it's Christmas again. All these novellas with the stitch in time are Christmas related, and they're in between books. And this book, Garland and Ghosts, is book 3.5 or 3.5, or the book that comes between 3 and 4. And book 4 was supposed to be here today so I could read it. And it's not here, it will be here tomorrow. So, it's Miranda and Nicholas's book. And you gotta get yourself one of these doohickeys. I'm still learning how to do, and I have no idea what the hell this is called. I don't. But, I'm going through these books, like, I'm trying to learn how to do this Kindle stuff. I'm just not very good at it. But I'm telling you, this is the best little investment I ever got, because it'll work in a pile of blankets and a pile of quilts. You can set it up. And I'm still learning how to use it and how to scroll and how to do all that fancy smancy stuff. But anyways, so we've been doing the in-betweens. And the in-betweens have been Christmassy. And this one is Miranda's. Because remember, in the last book, Miranda was the only person that had gone backwards in time. She has the gift of sight, and she can see. Oh, before I forget, this is the DW's book series. I'm Christina K-O-S-T-I-N-A. This is where we read books, talk about books, no special effects, no theme music. And if you could hit the like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I could really use the likes, please. So anyways, so Miranda has the gift of sight, and she can see ghosts, and she can communicate with ghosts. And she's been seeing this ghost in the neighborhood, and he gets ambushed. He goes to a meeting, has the meeting, gets ambushed, gets killed. So, while she wants to go to the future, while she wants to see what Bronwyn is talking about with the cars and the automobiles and computers and all this electronic stuff and fancy equipment, she has this ghost guy on her brain. So when she attempts to go through the stitch, she goes backwards. She's the only one that goes backwards. She goes backwards to 1790 in England. And she runs into the guy, the ghost, Nicholas. And she helps him through that situation. So you got to read the last book. Yes, ma'am. Are you here? Are you coming over here? Oh, and I just got some really good news. A turn of the tide was the one with Nicholas. I just got some really good news. I'm so excited. My author has finally written her next book. Yes! And actually, she's written 2 books. We haven't heard hide nor hair of her in 2 years. So supposedly, she says by the end of the year, cross your fingers. I think it's Echoes in Time. I'm not sure. Julie McQuillan. I was so excited to get that email. I was like, yes! So anyways, back to this one. So, and I'm enjoying the heck out of these in-between ones. But, so Nicholas and Miranda had their adventure in their book. And, they did the whole relationship thing. Go watch that video. Now, this is a little while longer, a couple months down the road, and it's now the Christmas season, and her and Nicholas have actually gone forward to the present, and William and Bronwyn have set them up financially to get around in London during this time period. And they go to this museum and they see a ghost. And, well, first, before we go back out, they, during her time, what's her face? Rosalind, because Bronwyn was the other one. Rosalind, who was married to Edmund, she had left her wedding ring at the Thorne house, and she snuck out of her bed in the middle of the night because she didn't want her husband to get upset with her for taking a wedding ring off for doing dishes. So she goes back to the Thorne house to get the ring, gets the ring, ends up going to the Stitch to the future. And she had had a bakery early on in this 1800s, so she established a bakery in the 2000s. And while Miranda and Nicholas are in London, she sends them to the bakery, and in the bakery is a shadow box with Miranda's future books in it. And the lady said she had a longer biography of Miranda, but it keeps changing on her, so she gave up. And Miranda's like, "Oh, look, this is the book I started a couple weeks ago." And I was like, "You can sit down and read it and see how you're going to write it." But no, she doesn't do that. But she's so overwhelmed with emotion. And they had this little lunchy in the bakery, and it still exists after 100 years, right? So, anyways, after that, they go to the museum, and they see this ghost. And they think the ghost is Dick Turpin, and it's not. His real name is Colin Booth, and his family is starving to death, and he got involved with these highwaymen, and he was promised this particular clock as his payment for services rendered, and he got killed before he got the clock. And for whatever reason, he's tied metaphorically or metaphysically to the clock. And now that the clock is in the museum, he's been trying to steal it for 200 years. And he can't. He's a ghost. His hand just goes through the glass and he never actually gets the clock. So Miranda and Nicholas are going to help him. They tell, they're trying to let him move on, and it doesn't actually work. So I'm assuming in the next book, which we'll be doing later today and tomorrow, and hopefully the physical hard copy book will arrive by tomorrow, A Turn of the Tide. No, we did the three. I keep forgetting my... So A Castle in the Air. But I'm still waiting for Turn of the Tide to show up too. But I am enjoying the heck out of this series. I really am. But that was it. There wasn't much to this book at all. It wasn't even 100. It was just about 100 pages, a little over 100 pages. And I was kind of disappointed that the whole ghost thing we didn't get and after it. They met the ghost. They talked to him about his situation. They told him he didn't need to have the clock. They had money. They showed him they had money, and they would go and give his family the money so he could move on. And the book ends. So I'm assuming the next book is Miranda and Nicholas going to see his family, and hopefully Portia, because Portia doesn't have a book yet. So hopefully there'll be a next book with Portia. Or is Portia going to join Nicholas and Miranda going to help this ghost? And hopefully I'll have a physical book by then. I'm like, I need my book. I need my book to hold up. So, and Miranda and Nicholas have their romantic little Christmas with presents and marriage proposals at the end of the book. So again, you have to tune into the next book to find out what happens next. Have a good one.